It was 3:07 a.m. Adam suddenly woke up to the sound of knocking at his apartment door. Knock, knock, knock. He sat up in confusion. Heavy rain slammed against the windows outside. He grabbed his phone. No missed calls, no notifications. Then it came again. Knock, knock, knock. This time slower, patient. Like whoever was outside knew he would answer eventually. Adam slowly walked toward the door. Who is it? Silence, then a little girl's voice whispered from the hallway. Adam, I found him. His entire body froze. Only one person had ever said his name like that. Amy, his little sister. The sister who disappeared 10 years ago. No. His hands started shaking. He slowly looked through the peephole, and his blood turned cold. A little girl was standing in the hallway, soaking wet, barefoot, holding a teddy bear. Mr. Buttons. But the most horrifying part? It wasn't Amy, it was someone else. And where her eyes should have been, black buttons were stitched into her face. Then she smiled, slowly, and whispered, "He says you took too long." The hallway lights instantly went out. Darkness swallowed everything. When the lights flickered back on, the girl was gone, but the teddy bear was now lying inside Adam's apartment, wet, covered in fresh mud. 10 years earlier, October 14th, a storm warning had been issued across town. But Amy wouldn't stop crying. "Adam, please, Mr. Buttons is still in the woods." Adam was irritated. He was 17 years old. His parents were falling apart. Their house felt like hell every single day. And Amy, she was always scared, always crying, always dragging that stupid teddy bear everywhere. That night, they went to the abandoned playground near the woods to look for it. Rain started pouring harder. The wind screamed through the trees. Then suddenly, someone whistled from deep inside the woods. A long, slow, unnatural whistle. Amy immediately stopped walking. "Did you hear that?" Adam lied. No, but he heard it too. Then the whistle came again, closer this time. And between the trees, someone was standing there, tall, too tall. Adam's heart started pounding. "Run," he whispered. But Amy didn't move. She kept staring into the darkness. Then she quietly said, "That's the man from my dreams." Adam grabbed her hand and started running. Then Amy screamed. She had fallen. Her teddy bear rolled into the woods. "Adam, don't leave him." But Adam was terrified. He turned away for just 1 second. 1 second. And when he looked back, Amy was gone. No scream, no footsteps, nothing. Only silence. And somewhere deep in the darkness, that same whistle echoed again. Amy was never found. The police eventually stopped searching. The town slowly moved on, but Adam never did. Every year, on the anniversary of her disappearance, he returned to those woods. Every single year. And every time, he found something waiting for him. A muddy footprint, a child's drawing, or Mr. Buttons. Always the same bear, always perfectly clean, as if someone had just placed it there. Then, during the 10th year, children in town started disappearing again. First a little boy, then 2 sisters, then a babysitter. And at every crime scene, a teddy bear was left behind. The news gave the killer a name, the Bear Collector. The town panicked. Parents stopped letting their children outside. But the most disturbing part, every missing child had said the same thing before disappearing. The whistling man is outside. Then one night, Adam found a VHS tape inside his mailbox. No name, no note, just the tape. He immediately played it. The screen filled with static, then the image cleared. Date, tonight, Adam froze because the video was live. Someone was standing outside his apartment building. The camera slowly zoomed in. The same tall man, and beside him, Amy. Exactly as she looked 10 years ago. Then Amy looked directly into the camera and whispered, "He's inside now." At that exact moment, a whistle came from inside Adam's bedroom closet. Adam slowly walked toward the closet. The whistling continued. Soft, slow, patient. Then the closet door creaked open by itself. Inside was nothing but darkness, but muddy footprints covered the floor. Small footprints. Children's footprints. And in the center of them, a cassette recorder. Adam pressed play. Static crackled through the speaker. Then a little girl's voice began crying. "Please, I want to go home." Then came the whistle, and a man's voice answered, "Then why did nobody come for you?" Adam felt every hair on his body stand up. Then suddenly Amy screamed through the recording, "Adam!" The tape abruptly stopped, and from inside the closet, something whispered, "She waited for you." Adam stumbled backward. Suddenly, muddy handprints began appearing all over the apartment walls. Small handprints. Children's handprints. Then words slowly appeared across the bathroom mirror. "Come to the woods. The storm had returned." Exactly like the night Amy disappeared. Adam grabbed a flashlight and drove straight into the woods. The whistling echoed from every direction. Then he saw lights between the trees. The old playground. But now dozens of teddy bears hung from the swings and branches. Every bear had strands of human hair stitched over its eyes. Adam stopped breathing. Then he heard children whispering. The sounds were coming from underground. He dropped to his knees and started digging through wet leaves. Underneath them was a large wooden hatch. Adam pulled it open. A horrible smell rushed out. Below him stretched a hidden tunnel. Children's names were carved into the walls. Hundreds of them. And near the end, Amy Carter. Then he entered a massive underground room. All the missing children were sitting there, silent, motionless. Each child held a teddy bear, and where their eyes should have been, buttons were stitched into their faces. Then the whistling stopped. Silence filled the room, and from the darkness, the man stepped forward, tall, thin, almost inhuman. His face was completely stitched shut. No eyes, no mouth, only skin. He slowly placed the whistle into his pocket, then spoke for the first time. "You finally came back for her." "Where is Amy?" Adam screamed. Every child in the room slowly pointed behind him. Adam turned and froze. Amy stood there, but she no longer looked human. Her skin was pale white, black buttons were stitched over her eyes, and she held Mr. Buttons tightly against her chest. "Adam," she whispered, "you left me here." Adam broke down. "No, I came back." Amy slowly stepped closer. 10 years later. Silence. Then the whistling man spoke. "Every forgotten child becomes part of the game." For the first time, Adam realized something horrifying. The children weren't breathing. They were never alive. They were memories. Guilt. Abandonment. The whistling man didn't take children. He collected the ones nobody came back for. Adam collapsed to his knees, crying. "I'm sorry." Amy's expression slowly changed. For one brief moment, she looked like his little sister again. Then she whispered, "Then prove it." Suddenly the tunnel began collapsing around them. By sunrise, police found Adam alone in the woods, half conscious, covered in mud. There was no tunnel, no playground, no missing children. Only one thing remained. An old silver whistle. The case was closed again. People said Adam had finally lost his mind, and maybe he had. 6 months later, Adam packed the last box into his car before leaving town forever. Then he froze inside the box. Mr. Buttons was sitting there, clean, dry, and resting in its lap was a photograph. Adam picked it up with trembling hands. The picture showed a little boy standing beside the whistling man, holding a teddy bear. That little boy was Adam. On the back of the photograph, only one sentence was written: "You were the first child I took." At that exact moment, the car radio suddenly turned on by itself, and through the static, Adam heard the whistle again.